Hey there, this is LaQuita with QuitaBugHandmaids.com. Thank you so much for joining me today for another Stampin' Up! Tutorial. I am so excited to be here with you guys today offering a new free card kit for the month of April. So for this free card kit, I am featuring the Bonanaza Buddies stamp set. This set is so cute and I was excited to feature it for you guys this month. So all you have to do to receive my free Bonanaza Buddies card kit is place a minimum $40 order in my online Stampin' Up! Store. That's $40 before tax and shipping. Be sure to use the host code. I'll put it somewhere here on the screen. Using that code just helps me be able to provide these kits to you guys for free. So use that host code. Just don't use that code if your order is going to be $150 or greater, because then you will qualify for Stampin' Rewards of your own, and I don't want you to miss out on those. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and jump right into this video, and I'm going to walk you through my Bonanaza Buddies free card kit. We're going to stamp, chat, and have a great time. So let's get started. So when you get your free Bonanaza Buddies card kit in the mail from me, everything will come neatly packaged in a clear cello bag, and envelopes are included with your kit, as well as a color PDF that has pictures of each of the projects and the measurements for each project in case you want to make them again. And just remember, your kit only comes with the consumable supplies needed to make one of each of the cards or projects included in the kit. So I'm just going to give you a quick sneak peek at the cards that we're going to create, and I actually created these cards for my team bingo bash that we had a week ago now. It was so much fun. So we featured the Bonanaza Buddies stamp set. We made these 3 cards, and we also played 2 rounds of bingo. We had prizes, we had raffles. It was a lot of fun. So anyways, I thought the kit was so cute, I decided to share it with you guys. So here are the projects. So this is the first card that just says happy birthday. Then this one, I'm glad it's your birthday, so I can tell you how wonderful you are. I love this card. It looks like a party on a card. Love it. And then let's celebrate you. So let's go ahead and jump right in, and I'm gonna walk you step by step through creating the cards in the kit. So for this first card, I'm going to be using Daffodil Delight, Mango Melody, and Coastal Cabana ink. And I've already got my Whisper White die cut pieces ready to go, and I'm going to be using my piercing mat just to give my stamps a nice cushion since I'm using photopolymer stamps. So I'm going to start by stamping my sentiment that says happy birthday. So I used the dies that coordinate with this Bonanaza Buddies stamp set. I used those dies to die cut just about all of the pieces that are included in the kit. So everything will come pre-die cut for you. There just won't be any stamped images. You would need the stamp set because you do have to stamp these images yourself. Go ahead and stamp my little lion's mane. I'm going to stamp this in the Mango Melody. So what I like to do when I'm stamping pre-die cut pieces is I ink up my stamp, then I turn my die cut over, lay it on top of my inked stamp, bring in another block, press that image down. I'm just going to press it down one more time, and then you just peel it off, and there you go. You've got your nice stamped image. So this little lion's mane, it doesn't line up perfectly with the stamp. Well, at least I don't think it does. So it doesn't matter if you have this little white edge, you're good to go. I'm gonna also stamp the party hat. I'm gonna stamp that in the Coastal Cabana. So I inked up my stamp. I'm gonna flip over my die cut, press it down, bring in another block. I'm gonna go ahead and flip. Let's take a look. There we go. Now I'm gonna stamp my little lion head and body. So I'm gonna ink that up in the Daffodil Delight. Flip over the bottom of my body. So when you're doing this technique of flipping over the die cuts and laying them on top of your inked stamp, just go slow with this. It will work, but you just may have to kind of slow down so that you can get the best stamped image possible. So, ooh, that block is dirty. Okay, so now I'm just gonna press that down with another block. I'll go ahead and flip it and also press it onto my piercing mat. And then just pop off. Isn't that cute? Look at that. Pop off those pieces. Then I'm actually going to bring in my dark Mango Melody Stampin' Blend. There is a die cut piece that will cut off a little piece to go on the end of the tail so that you can have the Mango Melody or whichever color you're using for the lion's mane. You could have that same piece, that same color piece on the end of your tail, but it's such a tiny piece, it's just too difficult to put in the kit. So I just took my Mango Melody Stampin' Blend and colored in the end of the tail. You could also just dip the end of the tail in your Mango Melody ink pad. That would work too if you don't have the Stampin' Blend. There you go. I've got my Memento Tuxedo black ink to stamp the little face of my lion. So I'm just gonna bring in that little head, stamp down this little face. So cute. So now I'm just gonna bring in the rest of the pieces for this card. So I've got a Whisper White thick card base. Just going to give that a nice crease. There we go. Then I've got this piece of embossed Coastal Cabana. So this was embossed using the Subtles embossing folder. So I am just going to adhere this to my card base off to the left-hand side, just leaving a little border on the top and the bottom. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this piece of the Birthday Bonanza Designer Series paper, and this paper's so cute, and just center that up off to the right. So I guess I'll put that, let me make sure I've got this straight, actually. I will put that right about there, okay? Then I'm going to take this little die cut label. I have added some dimensionals onto the back. I'm just gonna take these backings off, and before I put this down, I wanna go ahead and pull this terracotta tile ribbon through. This is the scalloped edge ribbon. And just, you'll wanna be careful when you pull this through your tag so that you don't rip it. So I'm just kind of pinching it in a little bit, and it helps it go through a little bit easier. There we go. So just pull that through. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and lay this down. Let's see, I think I'll just put it right there. Then I am going to bring in one of my blocks. That's just a D block, and you've got some of this Whisper White solid baker's twine. I'm just using that block to hold down my ribbon so that I can tie this baker's twine in a bow to keep my ribbon on my tag. Just gonna pull that kind of tight. There we go. And then I'll just pull these ends, get those loops how I want it. That looks great. So we'll go with that, and then I'll just trim this down. Whoopsies. Trim that down a little bit, maybe a little bit more over here. Okay, and then we will trim down the top of this ribbon as well. Okay, isn't that cute? Then I've got my glue dots here. I'm just going to add my little lion down with a couple of glue dots. So I'll just put that little guy right there. Then I've got a dimensional behind the mane. We will pop the little lion's mane on. Okay. And then I've got a dimensional behind the head. We'll just pop that on. And then I've got a mini dimensional behind the little party hat. And we will just pop that on. It's just so cute. We'll pop that on. There it is, you guys. There is the first card. I love this card. So cute, so cute. Sweet little birthday card that you can send out. Love it. Okay, so for card number 2, I am going to bring in my terracotta tile ink, Mango Melody, and then my Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I've got my piercing matte back, and then I've got my 2 die cut pieces. So you've got this die cut stitched circle, and then this little parrot. So I'm gonna go ahead and stamp my bird first. So I'm just twisting. I want to get this inked up really well, twisting and then tapping. Make sure your ink is, your memento is inked up really well. Then flip your die cut over, lay it on top, bring in another block, stamp that down really well. So I'm just pressing and holding, flip it and stamp it onto my piercing mat. Ooh, that looks like that's gonna be really good. If you have a really well inked memento, yeah, that looks fantastic. I'm just gonna set this to the side for just a second. I'll go ahead and stamp my sentiment in my Mango Melody. So this is just a really fun sentiment. I'm glad it's your birthday so I can tell you how wonderful you are. There we go. Then there's a little filler image for the beak of your bird. I'm gonna fill that in. You could color this in. It would actually be really fun to color the beak in with a variety of colors. I actually, just for convenience, I just went with terracotta tile. Kept it really simple and just stamped the entire beak, but you could do it multicolored, maybe with some mango and a couple other colors, but there you go. Looks really good. I'll show you up close. So that still looks really good. Just add some color to them. All right, so I've got the rest of my pieces for card number 2. So again, a Whisper White thick card base for this one. Then I'm going to bring in this piece of Bermuda Bay cardstock. I'm gonna add this cute piece. You can see it's got little candles. This cute piece of designer paper from that Birthday Bonanza designer series paper. And Snail, where are you? Okay, I'm gonna add this on with a little bit of Snail. And we'll just adhere this down. I love this designer paper. It's like the perfect party paper. I love it. Okay, so then to finish up this layer, I'm actually going to wrap some of this ribbon. This is the This is the crinkled seam binding ribbon, and actually my team members who participated in the bingo bash, they got an entire roll of this as a pillow gift in their bingo packages. That was a little gift for everybody. So I'm just going to wrap this around. But in your kits, you will have enough to wrap it around your layer and tie it in a cute little bow. This ribbon, I love this crinkled ribbon. This is crushed curry, and it just ties beautifully. I love it. So I am just going to tie it in a bow. I mean, you don't even have to be good at bows. This ribbon does all the work. All the things, it does all the work, and I love it. It's the best. There we go, see? So now I've got this scalloped circle in Bermuda Bay, and I am just going to take the dimensional backings off. I've gone ahead and added dimensionals to mine, and I am going to just lay this right about there. Then I'm going to adhere my sentiment on top with just some regular snail adhesive. And I've gone ahead and added some dimensionals to the back of my bird. And I want my little bird to sit right about here, and I'm just tucking the beak into this little opening right here. Just put the bird right there. Isn't that cute? And then I'm going to add this little Coastal Cabana banner. I'm just gonna add that on. I'll adhere it on just like this, I think. So let me flip this over And so I'm just very carefully adding a glue dot onto the back of each of these little pennants. Just want to be gentle so that you don't, rip the little banner. It is a delicate piece. Okay, there we go. And then on this gold banner, that's so pretty, I have gone ahead and put mini dimensionals on the back of mine. And I am going to pop this up. Again, just being very, very gentle. I'm gonna have this banner kind of swing the opposite way. Up too close to the edge. Let's do right about there. There we go. Ah, so cute. Love it. All right, and that finishes up card number 2. Super fun birthday card. All right, so for card number 3, I am going to be using Smoky Slate, Mango Melody, and Bermuda Bay. So I'm going to start with my Smoky Slate, and I'm going to stamp my super cute koala. So I'm just going to ink this image up really well, flip my die cut over, lay it down, bring in another block, stamp, press into my piercing mat. So cute! Then for the little face, I've got my Memento Tuxedo Black ink. So I'm just gonna ink up the little eyes, nose, and mouth, and give that a quick stamp as well. Oh, he's like, hello everyone. So cute. Then I'm gonna bring back that party hat. I'm gonna stamp the party hat in Mango Melody. Make sure that you clean it off because remember we stamped it earlier in Coastal Cabana. So flip your party hat die cut over and stamp with another block. Just gonna stamp it one more time down. Whoops, there we go. Flip it over. And then for the sentiment, I'm gonna stamp that on this piece of Whisper White in Bermuda Bay, and it says, let's celebrate you. And this could be used for a variety of occasions, not just birthdays. There are many different reasons you may have to celebrate someone in your life. Ah, that looks great. Okay, so that's all of our stamping. Okay, let's put card number 3 together. So again, Whisper White thick card base, and I went with Whisper White for the entire kit because I just really felt like it made these colors just pop off of the page. So I've got some more of that designer paper. I used that designer paper through the entire kit. The designer paper from this Birthday Bonanza suite. So I'm just going to adhere that down. Then you've got another piece. I love this piece with the balloons. And I'm gonna adhere this onto my piece of Mango Melody cardstock, and I'm just going to center it on here from left to right, and then you'll have a nice little even border on the top and the bottom of that Mango Melody. Now I'll just flip this over and add adhesive onto the back. And then I'm just going to adhere it across the lower portion of my designer paper that's already on the card front, so right about there. Then you've got this die cut piece of Whisper White. This is a little stitched square. So I'm just going to take the dimensionals off that I've already put onto the back. And we will just add this down off to the left, right about there, I think. Then I've put some dimensionals onto the back of my little koala. And we'll just put that koala right there. Then I've added a mini dimensional to the top of my little party hat. I'm just gonna add a little, if I can get it, there we go. A little bit of snail adhesive to the bottom, since I've got this mini dimensional so far up, so that it'll stick to the head of my koala. And then I'll just adhere that down, just like that. Then I've got my sentiment. I've gone ahead and added 2 dimensionals off to the right, since this layer is elevated one-dimensional high, and I want this to be popped up and level. So you need the dimensionals on here as well. And then I've got some snail off to the left so that it'll stick to my stitch square, but then be level off to the side, lined up with the square, which is already elevated. So there you go, isn't that cute? There is card number 3, another cute, fun card. Okay, so there you have it. These are the 3 projects included in my free Bonanza Buddies card kit. I hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial, you guys. So don't forget to receive this free card kit as a gift in the mail from me. All you have to do is simply place a minimum $40 order in my online Stampin' Up! Store. That's $40 before tax and shipping. Use the host code that I've got here on the screen. Just don't use that code if your order is $150 or greater, because you will qualify for your own Stampin' rewards and you will still receive this free card kit as a thank you gift in the mail from me to you. So thank you guys so much for joining me. You can find direct links to my online store in the video description below. Also over on today's coordinating blog post, linked down below. Thank you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will speak to you again very soon. Bye now.